As you know, here at Test Drive, we like doing trucks, but one truck that has eluded us for many years now is the Toyota Tacoma. This is the 2024 Toyota Tacoma Trailhunter. We're going to be going over a little bit of this vehicle as we do a first to drive here during the 2024 EcoRun from AJAC. So we're going to talk a little bit about how this truck performs, drives, a little bit of the efficiency of it, and with all these accessories on it too, what you can do with your truck if you're interested in going a little off-road and being a little adventurous. So join me on the first drive here with the Tacoma Trailhunter.
All right, driving the 2024 Toyota Tacoma. I gotta say though, I do like this this setup here. Huge screen. First of all, this might be like the biggest screen I've seen in a pickup truck that isn't vertical. I like that. It's kind of cool. Resolution's a little low because it does kind of feel like I'm playing with Duplo when I'd prefer to be playing with Lego. But anyway, you got a big screen there. You'll never ever forget you're driving a Toyota because we've got the Toyota branding right on the center of your, just below where your airbag is going to be deploying if you get into an accident. Then we've got some orange stitching throughout. Looks kind of cool. I've got big grab handles, and the buttons, especially the buttons here for the controls for HVAC, these feel really good. There's a lot of good tactile feedback on this vehicle, and that's kind of what you want. I mean, if you're buying a truck, you want something cool, you want something that kind of stands out, and I gotta say that the Tacoma does a pretty good job of that. Quite impressed by it. Now, we're also driving the hybrid engine, which is a great option for those who want to save a little bit of money when it comes to their fuel costs. Now, this iForce Max engine with the 8-speed automatic will produce 326 horsepower, as well as 465 pound-feet of torque. Those are pretty impressive numbers from a mid-sized truck like this. That's pretty good, and that's because it's a hybrid. Now, we're currently in drive mode. We do have the vehicle in just regular drive mode here, so I mean, I could switch it around. I could put the vehicle into sport. I could put the transmission over to sport because it's science, even though we're trying to do some eco testing here. If I floor it, oh yeah, there we go, and we're up to speed. It's not the quickest thing, but I don't think it's really meant to be, folks, right? This is meant to be a cool truck to be able to drive around. You get the added benefit of the fuel efficiency, but you're not necessarily going to be ripping it around and doing crazy stuff with it. Maybe you'll take it off-road. Maybe this is going to be more of an adventure-oriented vehicle for somebody, especially in this trim, this configuration, all the accessories and everything that we've got on it. It is pretty cool, so I do like it. So performance not too bad overall, and it's a very functional truck. I'm really digging the interior here. I mean, buttons, man, that's what I want, and I got lots of buttons. The only thing I'm just kind of wondering is what's in the middle here. Like, just kind of shows you what you're doing with the HVAC if you don't have it on automatic. So I usually keep the vehicle in automatic. I find there certainly are some brands that have poorer automatic settings. They don't work quite as well. So far this has been good, and I've been in back-to-back Toyotas all day. I haven't had any problems with any of them. So yeah, I would probably keep the vehicle in automatic mode the whole time. So having this empty real estate screen, I don't know, I kind of get rid of it. But aside from that, though, I do like it. It is pretty cool. We've got a JBL audio system on here. We've got a very rugged look to it as well. I mean, we've got hard materials on the top dashboard here, and then this hard, really kind of cool looking material here where the Toyota logo is. So some nice stuff there. I'll admit, anytime when I'm doing something that's new, and it's becoming a little bit more rare these days, but aside from just like driving it around like a parking lot and stuff, I haven't driven a Tacoma, and I'm quite impressed because the one that I drove before, it honestly felt like a car that just happened to be sitting up on a truck platform, because when I got into it, the seats were so low to the ground, like you were basically on the floor. So, my legs were stretched out super far. I had to have the seat all the way back, and I didn't have a lot of headroom. I found it was a very awkward feeling truck. This, though, feels exactly like what a truck should feel like. It's high up, and I sit high up. I've got a much more 90-degree angle when it comes to my legs, which is obviously what I would want. I'm a tall guy. I'm 6 foot, so I always say to add on an inch or two because I'm a little bit bigger, but overall I'm fitting in it pretty good. And look, we're driving around, we're getting up to speed, no problem. It does feel heavy though. I do feel like I'm driving around a massive vehicle, and I think a lot of it has to do with these accessories on here. They do add some weight to it, but yeah, this is a cool little truck. I'd be very, very interested to take this on a longer term. I'm impressed that they brought this to EcoRun, because you don't really associate pickup trucks with being eco-friendly vehicles, but having the hybrid could give you a little bit better fuel efficiency, and that's what we're all after here. I keep saying it, and I will keep saying it, and I'll even keep saying this all the time, that vehicles today should all come as a hybrid, and then we should have more options for plug-ins and electrics. So I like this. So having a hybrid on here, good stuff. Average fuel economy is still pretty bad right now, but that's because we are, first of all, I've only been driving for a couple minutes, and second of all, who knows who was doing something before in here. So I'm sure that number will improve. And again, if we get the vehicle on a long-term basis for a week, I'll be able to do our proper 100-kilometer test loop. But that pretty much does it today for me in the 2024 Tacoma. If you have any questions about this truck, please let me know in the comments below. I'm taking any of the comments you're going to be leaving on this vehicle and using that to build the vehicle, portfolio that we're going to be doing if we end up getting this truck down the road. So I'll know what to talk about. I'll know what you guys are looking for when it comes to these videos. So let me know if you have any questions specific to the Tacoma. We will try to answer that when we get it next time. We invite you to subscribe to our channel as we're growing here on Test Drive. We're building a community, and we want you to be part of it. So make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as the notifications. Get those going so you know every time we get a new video. We've got up to 3 these days per week, as we have 3 hosts here on Test Drive. But thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.